Hey guys, we're back playing a 446k guaranteed and a 338k guaranteed. And hold on a second. We're also playing a 223k guaranteed on PokerStars. Not doing great today, but we're doing okay. This guy calls. Let me just check it back for pot control here. It's going to be hard to get away from this on the river, though, when he bets. He's pretty tight. I think I can fold here. I know it's pretty nitty that I just folded there, but I just think he has a 9 so often. Like, look at his stats. Like, is he really putting out a half pot bluff on that river? He's betting a 9. He's betting a 9. All right, here we're rejamming for sure. Oh man, this guy 3-bets 15%. Well, we're done with it. Yeah, I find on PokerStars, like in general, I'll have these sessions and I'll get like pocket 9s here, and it'll be like this, and then pocket 10s and pocket jacks, and I get all these weird spots where I know I'm beat. Like there's another one of them where some players probably would have lost the tournament here. Like I have an overpair. Look how pretty it is. But yeah, there's a bigger overpair. Just watch. When it goes raise, 3-bet call. Yeah. Probably a 16-6 guy. Yeah, there's some big overpairs here. Go for it, guys. Oh, wow. That guy folded. Jeez. Maybe I should have played my 9s. This guy was 3-betting 15%. It wasn't him that I was too worried about. It was this guy that cold calls a 3-bet after under the gun and then 3-bet, right? Playing an 18 and 6. He's playing fairly snug, so yeah, I figured they had me. Okay. We can fold. This guy open jams 20 big blinds, which is always wrong. You don't open jam 20 big blinds in early position ever. It's wrong. Start jamming. You min raise. I use a min raise strategy between about 40 and 15 big blinds. Or no, 12 big blinds. And around 12 big blinds, I stop min raising depending on the scenario, and then I start shoving, not 20. 20, you got plenty of room to be min raising still. If you're scared to play with only 20 big blinds, then tournament poker probably isn't for you, to be honest, because that's going to be a lot of the game is playing small stacks. Most of it is, actually. Because you're probably going to get a deep stack in about 1 in 5 of them, like a real monster stack. So there's, in the other 4, you're probably going to, okay, sorry. Yeah, you're probably going to be playing a short stack. Right here, this is an easy shove. I'm going to pick up so much chips just by getting this through. And we got him dominated. Nice. That was really good. That was excellent. This guy called off with ace-4. How the fuck do you ever think you're good there? Like, we were never good there with ace-4 suited. Like, I'm not shoving. I didn't do an early position raiser. Let's run it. 14 big blinds, rejam, under the gun +1 opened. And that's if nobody even called on the big blind. Ace-4 suited is a negative. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Call. Yeah, ace-4 suited is a negative 0.96. That is bad, man. That is awful. Like, if there's a losing play out there, that is it. Because, yeah, 0.96 in Chippy V. That, or negative 0.96. That is crazy. And then you got to add in the consideration that there's 2 other players left to act that called that will call. So it's probably like negative -0.1 or 1.5 or something. Like bad, very bad. But anyway, that's how the man wants to play. That's how he wants to play, I guess, right? And it's good because he called us, and now we have a 33 big blind stack. So an average is 13K, so we're just below average. 1,043 players out of 2,736 remaining. I don't know. I think I'm done after these, to be honest. What time is it right now? 6:53. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm just my A game. I'm not in my A game today. So 32 and 7 raises. Well, it sucks, but I think we got a 3-bet. We'll probably call a shove. This idiot might just call with anything, too. So that'd be excellent if he did. I've seen this guy fold before to 3-bets, too, right? So there's that. And then we got a flop like this, and it's pretty draw heavy, so I'm just going to go ahead and bet large. I guess we are blocking the Jack-Queen combo there pretty well, but that is something to take into consideration. But I think that I'm going to get paid off a lot. Like, he could have King-Queen with a heart or something like that he would call if I put out half pot. Even though he's dead to a jack pretty much. Because if I flop a set, that'd be actually pretty good. If I flopped a set and he flopped a straight, I'd probably take him out of the game. Or I double through him anyway. Yeah, we went from 14 big blinds to 41 pretty fast. Doesn't take long. All right, we check. Absolutely pick up no equity, basically. I guess a very small amount. We're just going to get rid of it. All right, guys, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back. Hey, guys, we're back again. Just playing 3 tourneys on PokerStars, 223K guaranteed, 338K guaranteed, and 446K guaranteed. So, again, the one that cost us the most money is the one we're losing. Pretty typical. Cashed in a dollar game, which is typical as well, and not the other 9 330 and 440s we played. So that's just excellent. So we're not running too terribly well today. But we're doing fairly well in this one still. This 223K guaranteed. Average is 7K, and we got 12 fours, so that's good. Kind of made a bad bluff there to lose that $1.10. I'm not sure what you guys think about that, but it would have been in part 2, I think. Maybe part 3. So, yeah, let me know what you think about it, but I think it was pretty excellent. I think it was pretty excellent. Like, I'm going to increase my stack by 50% there if I get through. And I'm thinking that the pre-flop calling, my range really connects well with the king on the river. This guy, the guy up here in the cutoff, his range doesn't really connect so good with the king. He probably was calling with a lot of suited connected stuff and ace highs to that small bet that the big blind made. And then when he bets the same amount, yeah, just I figured I had him, but didn't. I got wrong. So, well, rejam. I don't think this is a plus EV spot. Mid position, button. Ace 2 off is horrible. Negative 1.32. Yeah, you guys got to get that Preflop Plus app on the iPhone App Store. It's really good, actually. We got 3 shove stacks, so I'm not going to get involved with that. Basically, here, I'm probably shoving all pocket pairs and maybe ace X, depending. And raising small I could even start like a limping strategy with like my king 10 suited, queen jack suited, jack 10 suited, like on the button cutoff with these types of stacks to your left. You can start a limping strategy, like with like really good hands that flop well, like king 10, queen jack suited, jack 10 suited, king jack suited. You know, things that you're not going to want to call rejam with, but you want to see flop. It gives them less incentive to jam, right? Because you didn't sweeten the pot by raising. So they're going to, if I put out a $200 bet, then their shoves are over jam, then they might even risk raise small. So good spot for sure to just start limping in when the stacks have less than 15, 20 big blinds to your direct left. Just limp with hands that flop well. And then shove your pocket pairs and ace X's because you want to get maximum fold equity. Once they get up to this territory, the 21 big blind territory, that's a little too big to start shoving just any ace. Probably just start raising normal again, but... All right, this guy min raises again, and I think with ace 8, we could 3-bet it, but this guy never raises, so if he was raising 20%, this would be an excellent spot to 3-bet, but it's raising 8%. He's fairly snug. I did 3-bet this guy already and took down quite a large pot with jacks, so he might be a little bit fed up with us. I'm not sure, so don't need to 3-bet the same guy light the second time when we just took him for like 3,000 chips. Basically, we're just looking for a spot to get our chips in the middle here. Hopefully it comes. Jack 10 offsuit is no good. As is 5-7 off. Ace 10. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's just so many shove stacks on the table. It's just really hard to open ace 10 offsuit there. Four of them. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shove stacks. Yeah, like we're gonna get shoved on so often there, and we're not gonna love it. We're not gonna want to call with ace 10 off. So it's time to tighten our game up here. I don't know why they had to put us on a table with like everybody on the shovey side. It kind of sucks. But yeah, we can tighten up. We're almost twice average stack. Like we got lots of time to. You know, if they all had 25 big blinds, that'd be great because then we could start punishing them. But like at this level, that they're gonna be shoving all kinds of stuff: ace X, any pocket pair, like king queen, king jack, sometimes king 10 suited, and then some random trash too, right? Because they really don't know how to play a short stack. Most of these people, right? So, all right, 4-5 suited's a fold. Without really any implied odds. Yeah, man. It's plus EV. It's plus 0.32. I can't pass on that amount of edge. We got to put some numbers on our stack. We're about to hit the big blind too, so. Queen 7 suited. I'm going to fold. Big blind's getting pretty shovey there too. Well, hopefully we flop well. Kind of surprised I got called twice. I got another one of those marginal hands I can't call a shove. So probably just going to fold. Of course, we don't flop anything. Jesus, Murphy. All right, let's... Whoa. Was not expecting that. Somebody must have a set, I'm thinking. Must be a set. Pocket 9s, pocket 6s. Oh, man. Well, that didn't take long. I was in that for an hour, so that sucks. Now there's 2. We're down to 2. And it's 7 o'clock at night. I'm done for the night. I don't want to play all night. I only played 8 today, but I don't think I'm playing my best, to be honest, today. So the last session I played there, I think I played my best. But here you got to be pretty tight. Calling here. 11 big blind under the gun shove. I'd probably call it like 7s plus, ace jack, maybe ace 10 suited, and king queen suited. Here, if it folds around to me, I'm shoving. And we got this. This guy's from Leduc. That's just out of Edmonton. Kind of funny. So he calls. Looks like his stats are fairly reasonable, too, for the stakes we're playing. He's not really 3-betting a lot, but it's kind of hard to 3-bet. You don't 3-bet light at this level, like, very often at all, so it's understandable. It's pretty unlucky for that guy. Flopping top pair of 13 big blinds, regardless of kickers, you're going with it. 10-3 off's a fold. Kings rightfully hold up. All right, we'll fold that. So we got 29 big blinds. So with this stack in out of position in the blinds, we're going to be shoving king 10, king jack suited, queen 10 suited, and queen jack suited because we're getting a lot of dominated hands to fold. We have so much fold equity. We're getting like king queen to fold. We're getting ace jack to fold. We're getting ace king to fold. No, we're not getting ace king to fold. We're getting king queen to fold and ace jack to fold. So that's why we're shoving king 10 suited, queen 10 suited, and queen jack suited, and king jack suited in this spot. All right, this is a little too good to fold. This is an excellent hand. I haven't opened a pot in a while. Doesn't look like anybody's shoving very often. And if this 7 big blind guy shoves, I'm happily calling it. So that ace really connects well at the guy to my left's range. So there's just not implied odds, and I don't know what this guy's gonna do. So if like I have a flush draw, but like I can only win 3,000 more if I hit, and there's no guarantee that I'm actually gonna take his whole stack if a diamond comes. So I was hoping that they would slow play it down to the river because a lot of players, when they're this short, will do that because they're just trying to. You can slow play a lot of things when you're 10, 15 big blinds deep because the stack to pot ratio is so low. It only takes like 1 or 2 good bets to get all the money in. So I was hoping they'd slow play it and then I'd river them, but here's what it is. Queen jack suit's too good to fold in the hijack. And it was kind of like an experiment too, so to see if I get shoved on. It doesn't look like anybody's really shoving. This guy hasn't 3-bet once. This guy's 3-bet 3%. This guy's 3-betting a bit, but he's large now, larger. This guy's 3-betting a little bit too. But the guys who are my direct left aren't 3-betting anything. Well, this guy, I guess I have no idea, but also I can look up a 10 big blind rejam pretty light and usually be okay too. $26 big blinds. 136. We gotta fold. Don't call with pocket 4s when an early position guy shoves. You just don't want to do it. If I min raise and then I got this guy, and this guy that all can pick up pocket 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, etc. So what was I gonna look at? I wanted to see what that guy did with queen 7. Yeah, that's a fold. He limps with queen 7 suited. Oh, he min raised. Huh. He's a little bit small to be min raising stuff. Queen 7 would probably be like the absolute bottom of his range, I would think. Queen 6, pocket 5s. See, I ran into 5s. Okay, Jack 5 off into 2 pretty aggressive players are just going to fold. This guy really likes his limping in. This is like the worst way to play poker. Limping with your hands you want to see cheaply, and then raising with the hands you want to build a pot with, because it just makes your limping range so weak. It's not a good way to play. Because like everybody knows that if they shove, he's folding. If I shove Jack 5 off, he's folding almost 90% of the time. Maybe 10% of the time he's slow playing, but yeah. Okay, Jack 9 off is a fold. This guy quit. Playing for some big money here, guy. It's 431. Don't give up. I never give up in tournaments. I always play them through. Because I've had 8 big blinds, and I played a really good short stack game, and I've gotten myself up to back up to 100 big blinds. It happens. Just because you're short doesn't mean the tournament's over. You just got to win like 2. If he wins one race, he gets 16, and then another one, he's at 32. And then he can rejam and get called and be up to 64, just like that, 3 times in a row. If he gets 3 good hands, he's up there. Again, oh my god. Queen 10. See, this is like just the antithesis of like bad short stack play. This guy raises, he shoves with like 0 fold equity. This guy's called 2,000 to win 4, so he has 2 to 1. Yeah, this is just the antithesis. Like, this is terrible short stack play. Shoving Queen 10 off there. Yeah, we're out. This ace 10 call was pretty loose too. I don't think that was correct. Like at all. I think that was actually an awful call. Okay, Queen 6 we can get rid of. Yeah, I think Ace Jack probably would have been a pretty loose call. But I guess it'd be alright. But Ace 10 off is just awful. Against an early position 13 big blind shoving range. This is awful. Because like I could rejam, he could rejam. You know? And I likely, if I had any type of value hand, I would be rejamming there for sure. The isolation, for isolation. Out of position or whatever. I don't really think I'd call, like, especially if I was this guy, I wouldn't just call that 13 big blinds. Like, I'd be committing myself to the pot. And when you're committing yourself to the pot, you need to shove. That's good. He got a pot. Because now we don't have a super short stack to our left. He's calling like he's pretty loose. I thought his stats were reasonable, but now I'm starting to see that he's not a very reasonable player. It must have just been a fluke. And there's nothing that this is correct with. Yeah, and then the min bet is ridiculous. I'd shove over this with pretty much anything. Because these min bets usually mean they're going to fold. Like, they're going to fold very often. 8-10. Like, what the hell is your problem? Why would you call a 30-year stack off with 8-10? I don't get it. Don't do that. Ace 3 was ridiculous, too. Oh, shit. I'm just writing that in to rejam with a value hand if I'm going to rejam. Because he's looking me up, likely. And I think I could double through him if I had some kind of value. And he raises and I rejam. I think I might be able to get him to call me with a bad hand, like ace-3 or something. Fold that. Fuck is that? Shut the fuck up. 6-9. An ace-5. What the hell is he doing with 6-9 there? 3,000 chips, so he has 10 big blinds. Calls with 6-9. So what does he have? I guess if it comes 8-5 or something like that? Or no, it has to come 7, 6, 8. 6 and an 8 would give him a straight. So how much value equity did he have on the flop? Well, I guess because his hand was unpaired. But yeah, I guess a 9 and a 6 was live. So interesting. Man, they move me tables. I hate when they do that. Right when I'm like getting a good read on the big stack of the table. Well, whatever. That's tournaments for you. All right, 3-9 offsuit. Probably folding to any raise. I can even fold to the small blinds raise at 9-3. I could 3-bet it, but this guy's pretty tight with his raises, so I don't know. All right. So, yeah, I got to raise him. See if he'll limp fold. It's basically the bottom of a range, so this is going to be a shove into him if it comes to it, but it doesn't, so. Looking around the table, we got a bit of stats on this guy, surprisingly enough. 9 hands, though. He's playing an 11-11, so what does he play, like 2 hands or something? He raised 1 hand in the small blind. Interesting. We got to tighten up our button range a little bit with a guy with a 3-bet 40% and a 3-bet 22% because, yeah. King, queen versus aces. Buddy made top pair. All right, I got to shove 10-2 suited here. It's folded around to me. Unfortunately, you have to pretty much shove any 2. Pretty nice flopper, 10-2. But is what it is. Ace-6, Jack-8. So this guy raised up Jack-8 and then Buddy reshoved or what? Must have. 3x. So I committed himself to the pot with Jack-8. Cool. Definitely need to tighten up our opening range on the button in this one because we got to go with 8 big blinds. I go with 9 big blinds. And if we put out a standard 2.1x, we're almost going to price ourselves in to call with whatever they shove. So that's what I put out 700 or something. And then they shove the pot. It's going to be like 1,500. And I got to call 1,800 to win 3,300. So yeah, it would be really close. 7-9 suited in the hijack is probably just garbage. I could raise this. It is a potential raising hand, but just because I'm card dead doesn't mean that I have to start opening up my game a little bit with like suited one gappers and mid position and stuff like that. Be patient, look for a really good hand. Okay. This guy has been 3-betting a ton. Fold ace 10 to that guy. Jack 10's off. Is a fold. Yeah, this guy's playing 8 and 8. So this is like the second hand he's raised out of 12. So, and he's in early position. So ace 10 is going to be very easily dominated. And then if one of these guys shoves and he calls, and I'm totally priced in to call in position. So putting myself into a trouble spot by calling here, definitely. Like right here, I'd have to call. Yeah, there you go. Aces. So ace 10 was very dominated. If that guy had HUD, he probably wouldn't have done that. What was the sizing that he used with aces? I think it was just a min raise, was it? Yep. Seeing if there's anything unusual about his raise sizing there. Did he go something weird, or some players like to put out some kind of weird bets with when they got high pocket pairs. So that's a really good tell to take advantage of in the future. Turning blind down a little bit in this one. Are we close to the bubble? 485 places paid. So we got 190 players to go. So bubble considerations really aren't there yet. But soon they will be. This is not a turbo either, so it's probably going to go a little bit slower than it would if it was like one of those 330 turbos. All right, 7-3 off's a fold. What happened there? I got to pay attention, don't I, guys? Okay. This guy min-raised. Yeah, I'm just taking a note that his rejams can be very light. His A7 off with that stack is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Wow, this guy has 9 big blinds. So we're going to be playing 9 effective. It's folded around. So I'm probably going to call and then like check shove or check call if I hit anything. 10 to 1 almost. Good things can happen, but the SPRs are so shallow that I need to just check. Yeah, there you go. I've definitely underrepresented my hand by checking here. And when this guy shoves, if anybody thinks they have some kind of equity, well, I'm going with it. Unless he has pocket 7s, I pretty much got him. Well, a 4 could come, I guess. 4 9s! That worked out pretty good. It's getting like 10 to 1, so I had to go with it. Pocket 4s, min raising under the gun was pretty bad though, because that's kind of a hand that you want fold equity with, definitely, because like you're not going to flop well and you're going to be out of position a lot. So I'd probably, if I had pocket 4s under the gun, how many big blinds did the guy have pre-flop? 9. Yeah, it was 9. Yeah, you just shove there every time. Another scenario where we got a bunch of shove stacks who are left, so basically we're going to be shoving most of the time. Because we actually have a little bit more fold equity when they don't have us covered, right? So, okay, an 18 and 9, min raises. Probably dominate here very often. Yeah. I'd much rather limp it or call this raise at like 8-9 or 7-9 or something that's not going to be dominated all the time from a 9% opening range and a 10% calling range. Or 27%, I guess. So, yeah. But it's early positions, so they're weighted towards kings for sure. That was a pretty bad flop for king 9 if you think about it. Like, I'm going to have to bet the pot. 7-8's got me. Anybody with a 7 or 8 has a gut shot, and then you have flush draws. So, I don't know. I'm just going to be dominated so often there. So, I'm blocking 3 9s, so I wonder what this guy's betting. Oh my god, that would have been a bad card. $24. Come on, call. I want to see what he has. Queen 10, 5-7. Oh, wow. Looked him up with a pair of 7s and 9s. Well, you think you're right. You're right, I guess. This guy... What was his sizing on the river? I just want to look at his sizing. 24 and a 59. So what is that, like 40% pod? So I guess playing that king 9 suited would have worked out pretty good for us in that particular spot, but he was raising so little, I figured that he has a lot of kings in his range that are better than king 9 suited, but it is what it is. I can't really do much about it, so... Like, I was going to have to call like 800. You know, I could have called there, I guess, with king 9 suited. I would actually be really interested to hear what you guys have to say about that king 9 suited, if you would call. Here we got pocket kings with 16 big blinds, so we're just really hoping somebody shoves. Or 3 bets here. We only get one call from a guy with it's a 50 and 0 with 10K, so he has us covered, which is good. Really hoping one of these guys 3 bets me, but they don't 3 bet, it looks like, so. All right, on this board in particular, we're going to bet large. 5,000. And he's dead, basically. We made a straight on the river. So that's good. Oh, back in the game. Queen 10 was an awful call pre-flop. When an undergun min raises with a 16 big blind stack, you have 0 implied odds there. Kind of like this scenario. 4. He's batting a really big, like more than 3.5x, and I actually have one of those hands that are pretty good, but he's a 9 and 9, so let's just get rid of it. This guy puts out a full 3x, and I have 0 stats on him, but we have a suited king. King 9 suited. I think it's worth a call. Now I'm probably going to go for a check raise all in because I have a combo draw. I'm pretty large. But I probably want maximum fold equity with this, I guess. So. With a combo draw. Because I have a backdoor straight draw a flush draw and an overcard. So if he calls me with a jack, I'm really not that too terribly scared. I'm probably going to win a huge pot there a lot of the time. Maybe I could have raised small and hope to get called and jam turn too. But I think if this guy probably looking me up with ace jack, king jack. King jack would be pretty bad for me, actually. $880 from an unknown. Huh. This is a shitty spot here. I have no information on this guy's range. Wonder what he's thinking about. Probably shoving. Get close to the bubble here. 485, yep. All right, so now we get a board with an ace. I'm interested in this person's hand. All right, we can fold here. They moved his tables again, so. Well, we're blocking flush draws, I guess, which probably isn't a good thing, really. Now we have an open-ender. Oh, man, this is a gross spot. All right, well, that kind of makes me a little bit more confident. Queen 10 has me. I think I'm just going to call. Misdraw. Yeah, it's just... What I was thinking there is either going to... I'm going to have another second chance. I'm going to have a second chance if... like in the tournament to get my stack back up if I just call and he has queen 10 or the better ace, the case ace or pocket jacks, 8s or 9s. And if I do raise, what is he? He's never going to call me with the jack. He's probably going to fold a jack. He's probably going to fold an 8. He's probably going to fold a 9. So what is he calling with? He's going to be calling with a better ace or a straight. So it's only another 8,000 that I could win if I shoved, and we're like twice average stack now. So why would we? It's about stack preservation, just calling there. It was a little bit cautious, but I like it. It reduces all the variance because winning 8,000, having 29,000 or 21,000, there really isn't much of a difference at this stage of the tournament. We're in 61st place out of 416 opponents too. So, and if I had a called there and lost, I would have had about, what, 15 big blinds remaining. So would I rather lose the tournament or have 15 big blinds or have 70 big blinds when I'm right? And so I'd rather take the low variance route and just call. I don't know why this guy decided to bluff with a misdraw there, because the under the gun player has a lot of aces. I have a lot of aces, and we both called. So somebody has an ace here, pretty much every time. So this was awful. I guess 10-7 and 10-7 would be a straight, and queen 10 would be a straight, and they're both in his range, likely. And then ace jack, ace queen, ace king, ace 8, ace 9, right? So Pretty much dead to any ace. Any reasonable ace I'm dead to right here. Ace 8, ace 9, ace 10. We chop, I guess. Ace jack, ace queen, ace king, queen 10, 10 7. There's a lot of hands that have me there. A lot of hands. Pretty scared. I figured that was going to be a pretty sick one there. I guess when we all check on the turn and don't defend against the flush draw, he kind of feels that he's probably able to bluff because I didn't defend against a flush draw, but I was just exercising pot control with a weak ace against the under the gun opener because so many aces are in his range. Plus he was unknown. I have no idea what his style is, if he's aggressive or tight or what. So they move us again, which is not very good. Seems like they're moving us quite often now. Go to 1050. Call this guy. Call this guy. I am happy with taking down the blinds and antes, though. Oh, look at that. Twice in a row. What was the first suits? Yeah, they're not the same, but we got two different combinations. We just get to the table and we get two king aces right back to back. So we're kind of looking a little bit loose here. All right. Check. That queen wasn't very good for me. Holy fuck. Can I lay down ace king here? How much do I have to call? 6,000? I'm all in. Fuck, I hate it though. He called me. Okay. I hated that, but 7-5 offsuit. Anyway, we got a nice stack now. But he just handed us a stack there. That's great when you're running pretty shittily. Not doing super good today. And then somebody's like, here, have a gift. Get some money in this tournament. Thank you. I guess it's close to the bubble. I don't know. I guess checking on the flop like really made him feel like I didn't have nothing. I guess that must have been what it was. But really, it's just if he has pocket sixes, fives, fours, eights, nines, tens, you know, any of these pocket pairs, he's going to fold to a bet. So I wanted to check and keep his range wide for the turn and try to induce a bluff. Oh yeah, this is an easy one. All right, here we're calling. With no information on our opponent. In position with a gut shot straight draw and 2 overs. With no information on the table, so I have no idea what his range is under the gun. I limp. 2,100. I fold. Let's get rid of it. Why can't I make a third pot bet? This guy's likely raising aces, so I'm just gonna get rid of ace jack suited. I have no information on my opponent, and like, am I really gonna get paid off if I hit what was it, a 3, 2? 2 hearts is discounted because then we're not gonna win anything, and this guy could have a 6 potentially. Ace, and there's no money's gonna go in the middle because somebody could have this guy could have a 2, and just have absolutely no information on my opponent and really no solid equity. Like if there was a spade on board, that would probably lean me towards a call actually, but there wasn't a spade, so I got no backdoor flush draw, and that's really what you want to get as an ace-high flush, so not the bottom end of a straight. You don't make a lot of money with the bottom ends of a straight on 4-card boards. 4 cards to a straight board. Must be getting close to the money now. 485. Oh yeah, right on. I'm in 265th. There's a lot of people hurting right now because I'm pretty short too. So what do you guys think about that ace king there? Do you think it was a good play? I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about that play. I didn't love it, but I wasn't going to lose the tournament if I was wrong. And would he play a queen like that? I don't know. Anyway, it was gross, but I'm beating so many ace-x combinations. So, okay, we're just going to put out a regular size 2.1 with 9s. Calling this guy shove. Nice flop for 9s. Connects pretty well with my opponent's range, and we're not going to be betting this very frequently, so I'm going to bet large. Especially since I have an overpair, and it's very easy for him to have an 8. Check it back. I had to call there. The reason I call is because he check calls the flop, so that makes me believe that he has a lot of ace high or king high, and he has an 8. I got him beat, and that's his most likely holdings. And like, would he check the turn if he had queen jack, jack 10, jack 9, jack 8? Probably not, because he's going to defend against the heart. So I looked him up, and I was right. He was playing pretty tight, but that was a pretty bad bluff. Yeah, I like to pay attention to sizings. We can get rid of 7-4 off. We're never going to be realizing our equity with that hand. Like, maybe 5% of the time. Maybe a little more than that. Like, maybe 10 or 15. Maybe 10%. Flopping 2 pair. Oh, yeah, this is a nice spot. Okay. We have 100 big blinds now, I do believe. Something like that. 90. Yeah, so we want to avoid reverse implied odds spots when he has all the good 10s in his range. Come on, man, shove. Okay, what is the pot right now? 3,500. Make it 4,000. Hold. What is gonna get respect? I think about 4,000 again would be good. Yeah, that's one thing I like to do out of position with. Like if you're playing higher stakes too, to be balanced, like just put out 4K, like bet over the size of the pot when you're out of position, a little bit over the pot, and then bet the same amount on the flop. So that's a good continuation bet. So that way you're not like, because if you want to bet your whole range in a spot, you're going to want to bet smaller. So All right, we got an 11-0 limping in. Kind of makes me weary. And then another 11-0 calling. I think I'm just going to call here. This looks trappy as fuck. Let's see if we hit a good hand, and we do. But it's draw heavy as hell, so we're going to have to bet large. Everybody checks, except for this guy. This guy put in his last 1,300. Put in quite a large bet. We do have the top kicker too, so if somebody does have king queen, we're going to probably want to stack them. Or jack queen. Plus jack queen has a gut shot, so. Oh, congratulations. What the hell? Oh, I made a full house. I was like, what? I thought he made a flush. Huh. I didn't see that was the case 9 on the river. Ouch for my opponent. That looked pretty sick. I would be pissed. I make the nuts and then that happens. That's pretty sick. I'd be like pretty pissed off right now. I'd probably be like grumbling around the house for a bit after that. All right, we've been playing relatively active, so I think we can fold this queen 8 offsuit. This guy has 4 big blinds. And do we really want to race for 4 big blinds with queen 8 off? Probably not. Well, I guess I'm going to stop the video, guys, and we'll be